Everybody dies. Some just need a little help.
Okay, so, hi guys, just trying out the new champ here, Lucian, I believe his name is. Just checking out how he is gonna work in the League of Legends. I'm gonna show you guys his stats and their information. He was actually just launched on the PB about 3-4 hours ago, actually. So I do believe he's an AD champion. If I'm wrong, oops. About to find out. There's a skin. I don't have it locked yet on the PB. I actually ran out of RP on this. Hired gun Lucian. This is Lucian, I guess. Lucian? Not Lucian. Lucian. Okay, so we'll have to see how this guy works once it loads here. Okay. So, get into it's just a custom game. Just check out his skill set, his stats, his try to figure out his ratios as well. Obviously, these are subject to change due to it being on the PB, and he's just been released, so it's definitely subject to change. Actually, if you watched my Aatrox video on YouTube when he was released on this, his ult used to do percentage damage. Imagine how much broken that would have been right now if that was actually live. Okay, so Lucian, I guess actually the first ever African American colored person in the game. Okay, let's see how he looks normally here. Let's see his skin. Okay, so looks like he's looks a little bit like Blade. I don't know if you've ever watched Blade, the 3 movies, the trilogy there. It kind of looks like that. So he is definitely ranged. He's definitely an AD carry. It seems to be it for sure. So we're gonna look at his abilities here real quick. Light Singer. After every spell, Lucian's next basic attack within 6 seconds will be a double shot. Okay, the second shot deals 37 damage to enemy champions and structures and applies on-hit effects. Minions and monsters take full damage from the second shot. Okay, so in every 6 seconds he shoots 2 auto attacks out of his, I guess because he has 2 guns, that kind of makes sense now. Shoots a bolt of lightning, bolt of piercing light through an enemy unit, damaging enemies in a line for 80 plus 15, 60% of his bonus attack damage. Physical damage, deals 90% damage to minions. Okay, so he shoots like a thing right at people. Kind of like, I guess, a Queen Q, just no blind. Ardent Blaze. Fires a shot that explodes upon enemy contact or reaching the end of its path. The explosion deals 60 plus 0 AP ratio plus 15 magic damage. And marks enemies for 6 seconds. Damaging marked targets gains Lucian 40 movement speed for 20 seconds. Okay. That's a pretty cool one, actually. Relentless Pursuit, 60 mana. Dashes a short distance, removing all slow effects. If the culling kills an enemy champion, the cooldown of Relentless Pursuit is reset. Okay, so he's got a little bit of a reset to him as well. Okay, here's his ult. Lucian moves freely while firing rapidly in a single direction for 3 seconds. His shots collide with the first enemy they hit and do 40 plus 0 plus 8 physical damage. The number of shots scales with his attack speed, total over 12 shots, 571 physical damage. The culling does 400% damage to minions. Lucian may use Relentless Assault during the culling, reactivating the culling to cancel early. Okay, so to give this guy a shot here, go Doran's Blade. Since I wait, I guess I can get double pot. So I guess I will be going the top lane here with Shyvanabot. Let's see what Shyvanabot's got. She's going ham, that's for sure. That Nunu, man. That Nunu. After this, I'm probably also going to check to see if the Yi changes have come up yet. After I check out Lucian here, so feel free to continue to watch afterwards if you want to. Alright, let's see how this guy works. Okay, so he's got a nice little chunk of burst on him there. Let's see what his Q looks like. Oh, that's actually really cool. It's like a laser pistol. It's actually pretty cool. Alright, so we're gonna try Ardent Blaze here. See what this does. So, oh, okay, I see what it does now. Okay, this guy's mana costs seem to be quite affordable for the most part. They give him quite the nice mana pool at start, which isn't a bad thing. Okay, so yeah, this guy's like, you know, he's like all futuristic lasers and shit. It's kind of cool. So this, yeah, he dashes a short distance. So, oh, there's a second shot. Okay, that's actually very cool. Really unique, actually. One thing I noticed, but it says it implies on-hit effects. So I'm actually gonna try and see if this guy with Triforce would do anything. The range on that Q is pretty far, so that's I guess, well, it's not quite as far as, you know, the Piltover Peacemaker or an Ezreal thing, but his Q. But oh, okay, you want to do it? Get out, let's do it. Come on, bro. These bots, man, they're so hard to kill. Alright, so I'm gonna try to get 6 here since I've already shown you guys all the other abilities. Let's see what his ult does. Let's see if it's like some kind of MF thing with the ability to move around or something even more crazy than that. We'll have to see. Okay, so you can actually send it off in any direction, which is actually really cool. Oh, look, he's finally back in lane. Shyvana. Okay, so yeah, this guy has like a Graves type dash that allows you to get forward. Of course, it doesn't give you that extra attack speed though. That's one thing it doesn't do. It seems like this guy seems to me as the kind of guy you want to have like roam around. Like he's gonna be that really mobile AD carry, and like when he's sitting in a team fight, he's gonna be able to dash around quite a bit, which I guess is a pretty good thing. Don't let Nunu killer. There's a double. Wow, the double shot actually does a lot of damage. Holy crap! I guess it is a percentage of your bonus, so it's definitely not going to be weak. He's getting focused down again. And he's dead. Shyvana! Best bot in A, right? Okay, so try to get a little 6 here before I go back, then I'll go back and then I will come back with that ult going. Holy shit, I forgot how long it actually does take to get level 6. I have been in dual lane a lot of it, so it might have something to do with it. That Q ability seems a little bit bugged right now as I'm trying to use it and I click to place it and it doesn't like to go off. No, stop healing, bro. Holy shit, she's going real deep. Oh well, she's dead. No. My Shyvana bot. Alright, so it's definitely really cool that they decided to make another AD carry. Further, that is like a thing you can keep doing, right? And you're taking some good damage. I'm gonna try to just push this wave here. Okay, I'm gonna go back, grab I guess I'll just get that bilge water, because there is an on-hit effect on this, right? So, well, not on this, but on Blade of the Rune King, there's an on-hit effect. So, get back in the lane here, and we'll see how this guy's ult works. Just gonna read it again on the way back, just to make sure I know what it does. Lucian moves freely while rapidly firing in a single direction for 3 seconds. His shots collide with the first enemy they hit and each do that plus physical damage. The number of shots scales with his attack speed. Total over 13 shots and 768 physical damage. The calling deals 400% damage to minions. Okay, so if there's minions in front of him, he's actually going to target the minions instead. In a way, that does kind of suck, but oh, okay, so that's how his ult works. So I really messed it up there, but whatever angle you actually place it as, it's actually going to go off that way. It seems like his ult goes off in whatever direction you place it to go off in. Yeah, gonna get a little bit fat on this guy. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna try it on hit effect build. See if he's anything. See if that will work with him at all. So I'll get that Blade of the Rune King, and then I'll try the Triforce on this guy. It's been an item that's really fallen out of a lot of people's graces since Season 3. Since all the changes, right? So, like, don't get me wrong, I understand why it's not everyone's favorite anymore. The item's fallen kind of out of my favoritism too, as well. Like, I don't build it on any of my AD carries anymore. It really sucks because I used to love that item. Like, I kind of still do. Like, Triforce is still a great item. Okay, so his Q hits like a truck. Holy, does a lot of damage. Wow. Okay, so that burst is pretty strong. So I'm gonna get this turret out of the way here. How much more do I need for my blade? I need 1800. Okay, so we're gonna. Oh no, creep blocking. That was a slow one. There we go. Okay, so yeah, his E gets rid of slows. I actually forgot that for a second. I didn't use it in time, so my bad. I also dirt flash into creep block because I'm bad at AD carry. But yeah, so showing if you just tuned in, just showing Lucian off here for you guys. Just got launched on the PvE, so check in to see how this guy works. Seems so far to be quite strong. Typical AD carry, high burst, typical AD carry, strong. He seems more like Draven when it comes to early game though. It seems like his early game's pretty strong. He's definitely not weak on that side. So she's definitely gonna die. I'm gonna have to get the hell out of here myself. Gonna have to keep on running, getting away. There we go. One good thing about doing the video showing off a champion when doing it against bots is they usually give up. So if you just keep running backwards. Saved my life there, obviously. So I'm gonna get the Blade of the Rune King here. Wait for my mana to come back. I'm gonna start roaming around a bit because it's a bot game. I don't need to sit in one lane all the time. I took my turret. I'm gonna start roaming. So let's see if I might be able to kill this Sona in the mid lane here. Xin Zhao and Sona in the mid lane. You would never see this in a real game, I don't think. I don't know. Maybe at 0 elo if that still existed. I guess I don't know what the hell 0 elo would be. I guess bronze 5, but like the very bottom of it maybe. I don't even know how that would work. So I'm gonna come in here and steal Zin's farm because I'm a dink like that. Hey buddy, get me on that farm, yo. So let Zin also take the turret aggro for me, like a good guy he is. I'll make that thing hit some peoples, and then we'll push down another turret. So yeah, so far this guy seems quite strong. The animation on him seems really good. The guns he's using look freaking crazy. That's for like it looks like it's actually a part of his arm, but obviously it's not. He's not that crazy. So I get withered there by the Nasus. Okay, so yeah, his ult seems really like a really cool concept. So Xin coming in and helping me get a quick double there. Xin bot doing work. Get me that dibble bibble. Get myself another kill as Xin was taking the aggro that entire time, which allowed me to just walk under turret and take no damage. So I'm gonna bag off from that because I really don't want to fight Nasus. But he is a bot, so never mind. Getting all worried for nothing. Keep kiting the minions back. He's gonna back off again. I'm actually out of mana. So obviously in real game this would be really stupid to do because I would definitely die to this Nasus. Okay, so actually his E also gets rid of Wither, so that's gonna be really key for people wanting to play him. Like, if you see an Nasus pick, I think this is gonna be an AD carry you can choose just for that safe escape because he gets rid of all slow effects. Okay, so gonna go farm the jungle a bit, trying to see how a few more items work on this guy. If you're just joining the passive, his passive on his thing does on hit effects, so I want to see how well he does with like something like Triforce. Okay, his ult isn't up yet, so I'm gonna get this blue buff. Bot's OP, they don't see me taking it. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, this is Lucian, the new guy who was just launched on the PB. I'm just testing him out now, seeing how he works. So far, he seems pretty strong. He's an AD carry. If you don't know what he is, he's a ranged carry for sure. So I'm gonna go in on this. Get a quick double kill here. Go for this chick. Get a quick triple. Matt, not quite. No, he did not stay around. It's a little bit of a chance there, but no luck. Okay, so I'm gonna go back now. Pick up that Triforce, I believe. I have enough. Yes, I do. And I'm going to see how this works on him, and after this I'm going to check to see if there's been any changes to Yi. I don't know if you've heard about, anyone who's watching, I don't know if you heard about the Yi changes. They got rid of the AP ratio on his Alpha Strike and turned it into an 80 ratio, plus it can crit now. So that's going to definitely change the dynamic of Yi. Still going to have that, I guess, a little bit of that nuking ability as well with him, but it's going to be a little bit different on the side of that for sure. So just gonna take this blue buff here, try to keep a blue on me as often as I can. I steal through it. The one thing I can always say that might not work with the Triforce is the fact that it on hit effect is only every 6 seconds at worst, I guess, so it's not the end of the world. But it's definitely not the best thing to have on a cooldown like that. But so it might be, a lot of people might shy away from building him like that on hit effect champion just because of that. But so far I don't think it's too bad. Once again, everything you're seeing here is subject to change, like how this works and how much damage his ult is doing per 19 shots, 1600 damage. The thing is, so from what I've seen, I think you can actually auto attack through it as well, which is pretty ridiculous. So we're gonna go in on this Nasus, and he's gonna wither me. I should have waited for the wither. That was my bad. I should have just waited for it and used the E to get out of it, so I could have chased him a little more. The Phage is proccing, so as you see, the Phage only procs very so often because they nerf Phage in the Season 3 patch there, so it seems like there is literally no reason to upgrade this. Okay, I don't want to take Turret Aggro. Doesn't seem like there's any reason to upgrade his E after 1. Doesn't give you anything extra, so I don't think. So she's just gonna escape that. That was a little slow on the QW combo there, but no worries. Just take down this inhib turret, or try to speed up this game here. Oh, we got the bots incoming. Okay, so you saw his ult go off quite well there. Nice chunk of damage come out of him. Again, a nice chunk. Okay, so this champion seems to have quite a strong burst with that, if you build a machine and also with the Blade of the Rune King, it seems like he's got quite the strong burst. So I got Withered by now, so it's going to turn that around on him. And finish him off. Looks like I'm going to be doing the same here to Nunu, unless he decides to back off, which he did. I'm just going to do that, get some harass on the Nunu. Okay, yeah, so this champion, if you do use his abilities in this section, it seems to do a crap ton of damage. So, one more quick note back. Gonna try a little bit of a troll item here to finish it off. We're gonna go with the, where is it? Actually, I don't think it does give any damage. Yeah, there it is. Where did I see it? Yeah. I'm gonna get the, Sword of the Divine. It's becoming more popular on 80 carry Twitches, like in LCS especially. That's where I've noticed it's become a lot more popular ability. Seems like it can actually only go off when enemies are around, which I guess is nice, so you can't accidentally use it and lose some mana and stuff. But I don't find this guy's mana that big of an issue right now. Once again, that is subject to change. You might actually have mana issues later on. I don't know. So what I'm going to try to do before I finish here is I'm going to try to get that level 3 ult and see the max amount of damage this thing can do. So right now it's doing quite a large chunk already, as it's already hitting for 2057 damage. That's if I hit all of the things on the same target, which I'm probably not going to want to do. But so in a way, it's kind of like an MF ult, but you're movable. Like you can actually adjust where you are. So I'm just gonna use it here on these guys. So it's a quick double. We're gonna go in here on Nasus. Pick up that trip, and then that Wither is crazy strong. And we're just gonna clean up the minions. Try to get level 16. So, dash these. Alright, so I actually did not use the Sword of the Divine there. I guess I could have tried it, but I'm going to save it for that level once I have my ult going. Save it for the after of that. Okay, trying to hit level 16 here so I can see the max amount of damage this ult's going to do right now. Again, this is subject to change, so let's see if you can dash over walls. Yeah, you can. Okay, so yeah, you can use the dash to get over tiny walls, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so apparently blue wave is not enough to get me level 16. Yay. Okay, this should definitely do it. There we go. So we got level 16. Okay, so let's see how much it's doing. So it's doing 2594. I'm gonna wait a few seconds till this is up, and I'm gonna go right in on that Sivir. Using the ult, of course. Missed most of it there. That was pretty bad on my part. So we're gonna walk in their base here, pick up that triple kill. Quadra kill. Where the hell is the last guy? Ah, he's back in base. Oh, there she is. Oh, yeah, basically the Penta. So that's pretty much the game. That's pretty much the Lucian there. Seems like quite a strong AD carry right now. On-hit effects do seem to work well with this guy. I don't know. He's just another AD carry, but with like kind of all like that. You can move around with the MF ult going, and like it's basically and he has a movable MF ult, so that they kind of took that from MF, the dash that allows him to move with the ult quite well. That is definitely like a Graves type of thing. The Q is like you shoot a thing forward. I'm gonna say it's like Quinn, except it doesn't blind, it just does damage in a straight line. And then this is like a thing where like you do and it explodes out once it hits an enemy, like it gets contact, it explodes, and you get that 40 movement speed extra. So yeah, that's pretty much Lucian there. I guess I'm just gonna go in there and just finish off the game. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you want to watch the end of the thing, feel free. I'm just gonna end this, and then I'm gonna go into another game, see if I can hopefully check out the new Master Yi. Hopefully they actually put him in on this patch. Again, this is Lucian's release. He was released about a couple hours ago on the PB, a huge patch. I think it's like almost 400 megabytes. So they're changing a lot of things. Also, I've heard rumors of a huge Jace rework. Like, he's just completely different champion now. So we'll have to see how different he actually is. Okay, so there's a nice burst. So quick triple there. Gonna go pick on Nunu here. Oh, we're actually gonna find Silver first. Ow, Nunu. That really hurt. So use the Sword of Divine to gain no extra health off the lifesteal from the crits. Animations seem nice and fluid too, which is nice. That's the Nexus. Halt, go in. It also seems like this thing likes to auto lock. His Q seems to lock relatively on champions. It seems to prioritize them. So that's something I don't think will stay. And if it does, well, that's cool. That's an ability you can't miss. Okay, so I'm gonna check the Yi changes, see if that's actually up, and if it's not, then I'm just gonna go right into the Jace ones. So 1 second here, guys. Alright, so home. I guess I can check. I don't know if they would have updated the tooltips for him yet. Alright, so a little bit of changes here to the board. 1 second, Master Yi. Alright, Alpha Strike. Okay, so yeah, they actually do have the changes up, so I'm going to check those out right now for you guys. I'm going to go into a custom game again. See how the changes actually give him either more, like that. The thing I believe Riot was trying to do with it, they're trying to see if they could put the burst capability that people like from the APE and try to put that into the ADE with that critting possibility and stuff. So we'll have to see. Oh, weird. Is he actually disabled right now? 1 second, he might be disabled, or I don't own him because I'm stupid. 1 quick second. Yeah. Okay, I do own him. Okay, I was gonna say, I guess he's just disabled right now? Is that what's going on? Master Yi unlocked. Huh. I have no idea what's wrong. Okay, I'll try that again. For some reason he was blocked out, and I don't know why. Doesn't seem to be anything in the top there stating there's any issues with him, but we'll have to see. If there is an issue, then I'll just go to Jace and check out his changes. Not much I can do if there is like a bug. Yeah, okay, there he is. Sorry guys, I don't know what the hell that was. That was really friggin' strange. Okay, so apparently the changes are implemented. His Alpha Strike now does physical damage to multiple units in path, and does bonus physical damage to minion and monsters. That is the big change with him, of course. We'll have to. I'm gonna check it right now to see if actually that does anything different. Excuse me there, guys. Taking a little drink. Yeah, we'll have to see what the changes do for him, because what Riot apparently was trying to do, like I said previously, was make the AP's burst possible on the AD, so people would stop playing him AP, because he was meant to be an AD champion. So, and apparently, what they did to change that is apparently they made his Alpha Strike be able to crit, and now it does physical damage instead of AP. There's no AP ratio on it. Apparently they completely took that off, so he's completely AD except I guess for his meditate, which I guess is still going to be AP. So building no AP in your build, I guess, isn't a bad thing, because I guess it's I don't think it's 6 to 1 anymore on his meditate. Like used to be, I think it's either 4 or 2 to 1 now. So they lowered it a bit because I remember they tried to nerf APE, so they wouldn't have to do this, but I guess they had to. They also changed his ability icons. Okay, so double strike. Every 4 consecutive attack, you actually strikes twice. So instead of 7 strikes, it's now only 4. So that's a huge buff for sure, especially for jungle Yi. Alpha strikes. Master Yi leaps to strike up to 4 enemies. So now it's 4 instead of a different number. I think it was like 6 or something like that. Dealing 25 plus 83 physical damage, so it's a 1-to-1 on his AD now. And an additional 75 damage to minions and monsters. Alpha strike can critically strike, dealing an additional 50 physical damage. Basic attacks lower the cooldown. So that second part is really cool that they added, because now you can actually lower the cooldown of it by auto attacking, which means it can be up. And if you're jungling, it should be up almost every 4 or 5 seconds, or maybe less than that. So Master Yi. So now they seem to have really lowered his heal. It's only 30 now. I think it was like 120 at level 1. Now it's only 30. And this healing is increased by 1% for every 1% he's missing. So okay, so the more health he's missing, the more it goes up. While channeling, Master Yi reduces incoming damage by 40%. Okay, so they actually nerfed it so he doesn't get like 150 armor and magic resist. He actually gets only 40% reduction, and half that to turret. So that's definitely a big change. Voodoo style, he grants 15%. He gets 15% extra attack damage. Okay, so they made him like Zed. He gets 15% attack damage added on, but the thing is that keeps going up because of more and more bonus you get, right? So we'll have to check that one out after I go for this one. So I'm just gonna get a long. Actually, I'll get a Dorian's Blade. Why not? It's just a safe start, you know. So we'll go Dorian's Blade here. I'm not going to bother getting that. So the active on this is base attacks deal 10 plus 10 true damage. So they gave him true damage now as well. So they really changed this champion up a lot. Afterwards, a passive bonus is lost while Voodoo style is on cooldown. Okay, that part they kept. Highlander is now 100 mana. Champion kills reduce the Master Yi's basic ability cooldowns by 18 seconds. Sister half mana. So now he doesn't get like a full return on his abilities. It increases movement speed at 24%, attack speed by 20%, grants immunity to movement reduction effects for 10 seconds while active champion kills, and the 6 extended duration of Highlander. Okay, so they kind of did what they did with Darius. Instead of Darius, having that ult up, it's a complete reset. They made it so like for like the next 12 seconds you can use it, kind of thing. So we're gonna fight him a bit here, do some good damage to him. Reduce the cooldown on that ability by auto attacking. Now I'm gonna go in with it. Okay, so the damage output on that ability is pretty nice. We're gonna see how this heal works. Meditate. Okay, so it's not that bad. The meditate definitely has been changed, but one thing I've definitely noticed that they changed is the way he looks. He looks taller, I guess is one way to put it. He looks really tall now. That's what it looks like to me. So we're gonna go in on him here. Oh, we're gonna take a nice chunk of damage because this is a double AP lane. This is a bad lane to be in for Yi, but we're just gonna try to survive it and just check out all 3 of the abilities here. Yeah. Jeez, Malzahar, you're cocky. Try to reduce the cooldown there. Okay, I got it back. He's gonna hit me with that ability. That should not do enough to kill me. Yeah, I did think so. One more ability though, I think will do enough. So I'm actually gonna go back here and meditate again. I think they also lowered the meditate mana cost. I'm not entirely sure, but definitely seems lower to me. So yeah, so it gives us a 15% of his attack damage as a bonus added on. So I think it's whatever his bonus is, right? So now it's gonna go up to, so it's 15% still, but now it gives him 16. Okay, so yeah, he went up by a little bit of ability there. So we're just gonna do that. So I dodge his never move, and then try to get this thing back up again. Okay, so the auto attack cooldown thing is really nice because it's up like all the friggin' time now. Like that was the one thing that sucked about whenever you try to play that bursty type of Yi, was that he always seemed to lag a bit behind, because if you didn't hit that alpha strike on the targets you wanted to, you had to wait like, I guess, like quite a long time. I don't remember if it was 18 seconds. I think it was more like 10, 12 seconds. Maybe it was 18, I don't know. But this seems a little too high to me. So that bird hits me there. Just gonna try to clear the wave a bit. And I guess I will be going back since I'm completely out of mana. Whoa, what is this dude doing? So not quite enough damage, as was 1-0 thing too low. Damn you, Swain. Okay, so yeah, so it's apparently like you don't even need crit chance. It's apparently just has a chance of doing that. Apparently, I don't know if that's actually how it is. But Alpha Strike can critically strike, dealing an additional. I think you do need the critical hit chance. I can't see them just giving him like that ability has crit. Like that, to me, that sounds a little too strong. But we'll have to see. Malzahar going fast. Holy shit. Okay, so I'm gonna back off, grab ourselves some lifesteal. When I go back next time, I'll grab a crit thing if I sense that it's not really critting. We'll have to see. So I'm gonna take this blue up because its mana costs are really high for some reason. Like I remember them being high, but I don't remember them being quite this high. I think his Alpha Strike actually did used to be 100, so maybe I'm just retarded and don't remember. Okay, so we're just gonna take this right here. Use the actives, get some extra true damage going there. Okay, so it's doing an extra 30 damage as true damage when I'm using it, which is pretty nice. So we're gonna just heal a little bit. Alright, so now we're gonna go back to this top lane. Hopefully I do not lose that blue buff, because I kind of needed to get to my level 6. So level 6. So it seems like that's a little bit the same. They did definitely change it. They now made his ult not just like an instant automatic reset anymore. They definitely changed that part of him for sure. Oh, will I be ulted? The answer is no. They apparently didn't have their ults up. So I'm just gonna try to get my Alpha Strike back up here, and then I'm gonna go in on them. Around there's one. Hey, buddy. So okay, so yeah, so it gives the cooldown of all the abilities pretty much like 8. This is 18. No, actually, this is down to 12 seconds because of the CDR I have. But so that's on the 28, and that's 13. So these two abilities are automatically reset when you have a blue buff on them. If you use your Highlander, this is dropped by quite a bit, as the cooldown is definitely higher. I guess it was always like 60 seconds, I guess, or maybe it's even no more than that. I don't know exactly. No, but so we're just gonna push the turret here. Let's see if the passive works on turrets. I don't think it worked, but either way, we'll just. I definitely like that new animation on his like double strike thing. It's really awesome looking. So I'm gonna back off here. Hit the minions on the way back. Oh, not gonna walk into that right now. Force some good damage on them. Lifesteal it back up, and then push this turret down. I'm gonna go right down on this guy, do some true damage, reset my abilities, and we're gonna go in on him because he's a bot and he's not very smart standing there. Okay, so I don't know why I'm bothering healing. I'm going back anyway. Okay, so the new Yi right now, what I'm getting out of him is he's the same old Yi, just with a new bag, a little bit of a new bag of tricks. Like the Wuju style still gives him increased AD. This is at 15%, so I'm getting 19 free DMs right now. Let's see what happens when I get a BF sword here. So I get an extra 45 from that, and because of that, doesn't seem to have adjusted. There it is. So yeah, so now I get 26 free damage because it's 15% of my attack damage, and now it does 40. I believe, yeah, it does 40 true damage for 5 seconds every auto attack. So that's not too shabby at all. So now I'm gonna get a crit thing just to see if I can make it crit. So the crit chance isn't going to be very high because it's just a brawler's list. It's only 8% crit, but it still gives it a chance now to crit. So if it does crit, we should see a giant chunk come out of people because it's a 1-to-1 on his AD, which is actually really, really strong, like hugely strong. So it does 230 guaranteed to everything it hits. Now that it has a chance to crit, it's going to do an extra 120. That means it could do up to 420 damage per person if you have that 100% crit build that people used to do on Yi. You just spam those Phantom Dancers and stuff, but I can't see people building that on them now, but we'll see. I'm just gonna use that just to guarantee the kill there. So I'm gonna just check out how he does in the jungle. Obviously now I have my items, so it's not gonna be very hard in the jungle. Yeah, he clears pretty easily. Okay, so it seems like it actually does stick at 15%. Swain's gonna stop me from chasing him with a nice never move. I'm gonna just take the red buff. So I'm gonna roam in a little bit. I just want to try out this guy in the jungle now. Then I'll probably switch over to Jace since I've pretty much seen what this guy's capable of. I do want to see this level 16 ult though, so I'm probably just gonna farm up till then actually. So we're just gonna be stupid and run through here. There we go. Yeah, I'm still in their jungle first, because I'll take mine and I'll go back to base. Actually, I'll probably take theirs, go back to base, finish the Bloodthirster, then I'll go back in the lanes. Alpha Strike. Okay, so it's not strong enough to insta-give those small minions. It doesn't have that like Wriggles proc anymore. Looks like I found Graves off in the wrong spot. It's like he's just gonna run away from me. Don't really want to chase through turret, but I'm going to be stupid and do it either way. We're just going to do this, get that kill off. And we're going to go on her now, because I have that red buff, so the slow is going to be really big. Holy jeez. Okay, so his burst is just as strong as ever. And that was to keep that burst damage that AP had, but like minimize it a bit, but bring it into his AD, being into him on the AD side of the game. So far, I'm definitely liking what they've done with him. It's a welcome change to a champion that was kind of getting stale in my opinion. He's getting a little bit, you know, okay, oh, it's Yi, you know, nothing really new about him. I'm pretty sure we've all played against him probably since like level 1. When we were just first started playing the game. He's just that champion. Since he's 450 points, he's just that champion that everybody has, or everybody tries early on, it seems. I'll be honest, I actually never played him early on. I pretty much stuck to Rammus and Dr. Mundo my entire leveling phase, but for people, he was an easy carry to pick up. Let's see how fast he takes turrets with this thing. Okay, so he's still really good at taking turrets down, as you're seeing now. It seems like I wouldn't say he's just as good, but he's still really good at it. Like that, the attack speed's definitely been. Actually, looks like it's almost the exact same. I don't remember if it was 40% at level 1 or 40% at level 2, but it's definitely good. So we're gonna go in on this guy. So yeah, Alpha Strike, I'm pretty sure it critted there since it did so much damage. I don't think I don't think the base could be that high. So hopefully not, but yeah, I believe you do actually have to have crit in your build for it to crit. So I found Ash here. Okay, yeah, that burst is absurd. Okay, so as you just saw there, if you get a kill, it actually resets it without his ult active. I just realized that, so it's actually not a bad change. That's actually kind of awesome, because now that means that awesome passive is up all the time. Which you're about to see here, like Swain just ran out of mana, so he's definitely screwed. Gonna get all my shit reset again. Okay, so yeah, I'm okay with that change for sure. It's definitely a unique way to change the champion up, which is pretty cool. So it's definitely, I'm pretty sure his Wuju style, the percentage he gets of his attack damage, I would definitely say it just stays at 15%. I was going to say they put it up to 30% or 25% like they did with Zed. It'd be a little bit too strong, I think. So, but that true damage though, that true damage is surprisingly really good, because if you have that plus the Hunter's Machete in jungle, that true damage, you can pretty much take down a buff like super easy, because you have the 10 true damage from that. If you have Lifesteal Quints as well, pretty much you won't take damage from the jungle. Once again, this is just me theory crafting as I go, but I'm pretty sure that's how it would definitely work. And since if you have the blue, once you get your blue, if you can technically have your Alpha Strike up all the time, because you just reduce the cooldown on it, and when you do your double strike, it actually reduces it both times as well. So yeah, I roll 5 it now. It does stay at 15%, but the true damage does go up to 30 base, which is really nice. Plus, especially when you're gonna want to build AP, you're gonna build a Yi that's strong AD presence, even out of the jungle. So the way you see me building them here is definitely a good way. So we're gonna go in on this group of 3